Hello! We are doing a DIY today. We are making homemade toothpaste. This is very useful for people on a budget and also people just wanting to go more natural, so let's get started. You are going to need a bowl. I have organic coconut oil. This is unrefined and cold pressed. I figured the more natural the better. You're going to need some baking soda, and yes, I know I have a huge box. The last thing you need is optional, but it is Peppermint Essential Oil. This one is by doTERRA. Now for this, I don't have any set measurements to give you. It's about half coconut oil and half baking soda. If you want a more gentle toothpaste, you use more coconut oil. And if you want something with a little bit more scrubbing power, you use a little bit more baking soda. This is something you can personalize to your own preference. What I will usually do is take one of your bigger tablespoons and take 2 heaping tablespoons out of here. When coconut oil is cold, it will turn solid, and when it's hotter, it will be more liquidy. I usually use 2 heaping tablespoons like this, and just put that in our bowl. I forgot to add, you are going to need 2 spoons for this. You're going to want one specifically for the coconut oil, and then another to mash with. This is about how much coconut oil I have. And then I usually just kind of pour this in. And I do a little bit at a time because it's easier to mix in that way. I just start mashing it together like this until all the baking soda clumps are out and it makes a smooth white paste. Hope you don't mind if I just chat with you while I mix this up. Now I chose the coconut oil originally because it had the antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral properties. People who use oil pulling to clean their teeth usually use coconut oil because it's also, edible. It's safe for you, safe for your kids even. If you're worried about your kids eating their toothpaste when they're learning how to brush or when they're young and they like the minty taste, so they just eat it, and even though that's so bad, but they still try it anyway. If you hear a baby crying or a dog barking, it's because my daughter Kira is down for a nap and she's not happy about it, and then the neighbor's dog is barking. I'm using the baking powder because it's not only, a little bit abrasive, to get the plaque and all the gunk out of your teeth, it also balances the pH balance in your mouth. When we first started using this, my husband didn't like it because it didn't have that, breath mint fresh feeling in your mouth. But after about a week, he noticed that his morning breath was better. And he also didn't need as many breath mints during the day while he was at work. The coconut oil makes it a little softer, so it's not too abrasive on your enamel. And obviously, if you're worried about that, use less baking soda and more coconut oil. I've always had somewhat yellow teeth, but this has helped whiten them over time, very, very gradually, and it's taken a while, but it will whiten your teeth. It's not going to make your teeth, the super bright white like you got them professionally done, though. Alright, now that we're done with this stage, this is kind of what it looks like. It is a lot whiter with the baking soda and coconut oil mixed. It has more of a toothpaste consistency. I don't know if you can see that, but it holds its shape pretty well. For a batch about this size, I would use probably about 10 drops of the essential oil. It is edible and it is safe for you and your kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know if you can see the oil there in the center, but it barely has any color to it, so it's not going to change the whiteness of your toothpaste. If you don't want or don't have essential oil, you don't have to use it. It is perfectly fine without, but it will taste rather salty, I'll warn you. Just mix that thoroughly together. Now you can put this into a little mini Tupperware container, one of the little itty bitty square ones for snacks, or you can put it in a squeezy tube. It is a lot harder to get it into a squeezy tube unless you have like one of the baby medicine droppers. Just as a tip for you. This is a baby food container, but it has the little rubber seal on the inside of the lid, so you can seal it down really tight. And then you snap the things on the sides and it becomes a really tight seal. And then you just kind of dollop it in there. And you are able to kind of jiggle it around so it flattens out. We just make sure to scoop out a little bit with clean fingers when we go to use it. I know it's hard to see in this light, but here's how it looks. It's just plain white. And there you go. That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed this little chatty DIY thing that we've got going on today. This has probably only taken me about 10, maybe 15 minutes total, but that's because I was talking. Usually it only takes me about 5 minutes. I'll see you next time. Bye.